You have the option of reading your question or having it taken as read.
No, I prefer to read it. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Please do so.
Within the Town and Planning General Permitted Development, brackets, England, Order 2015, as amended, Part 12, Section A, states the following. Part 12, development by local authorities. Class A, permitted development, the erection or construction, maintenance, improvement or other alteration by a local authority or by an urban development corporation of any small ancillary building, works or equipment on land belonging or maintained by them, required for the purpose of any function exercised by them on that land otherwise as statutory undertakers. The reference in Class A is to any small ancillary building, works or equipment not exceeding 4 metres in height and 200 cubic metres in capacity. Does the Council acknowledge as a legal document the wording cannot be altered and the word ancillary, in inverted commas, in particular must be used in its proper context, which is as follows: ancillary, providing necessary support to the primary activities of an organisation, system, etc., and cannot be interchanged by the word incidental.
Thank you very much, Mr. Thorpe. I turn to Councillor Dan Swords, the leader, for an answer.
Thank you, Chair, and I thank Mr. Thorpe for his question. The Council takes a proper and robust approach when applying legislation and provides details of available routes of appeal. The Council has confirmed that it will, indeed it has been, work with you and the Pottery Community Hub to look at options available on a statutory allotment using the formal planning pre-application route which remains open to you. I recognise that despite all of this contact you continue to have a different view to the local planning authority, and therefore there are a number of options available to you, including you can enter into planning pre-application to find a suggested way forward, or alternatively you could submit an application in the form you determine suitable, and if the application were rejected you could appeal this decision to the Independent Inspectorate. I hope that you will enter into pre-application so that a solution can be found and your fantastic ambitions be realised.
Thank you very much, Councillor Swords. Mr. Thorpe, you have the chance of a supplementary question. Would you wish to ask one?
Certainly, Mr. Chairman. I wouldn't want to let Councillor Swords off too easy.
Please continue.
In answering my question, in actual fact he hasn't, because I asked for him to acknowledge it was a legal document, and it clearly states it's development by local authorities. It's not a development by the Potter Street Health and Wellbeing Hub. It is within the remit of the council to put a building on an allotment. And what we are asking is solely that the council exercise their powers in that, and the order is applied correctly. And at the moment that is not being done by suggesting that we should be putting in the planning permission when it clearly states it's the authority who can put the building on that land.
Thank you, Mr. Thorpe. Councillor Swords?
Thank you, Chair. I presumed your question related to the application that you had submitted, hence the response that I gave. However, as I said at the last Cabinet meeting, as we've exchanged emails on many times over many months, as have a number of planning officers, there is a clear difference between your view and the view of the local planning authority, which is perfectly respectable. As such, I've outlined to you the routes available. I did suggest to you that I'd be more than happy to meet with you, and you quite rightly corrected me that of course there was the caveat that I'd need to be re-elected to do that. But as I said, the Council is more than happy to continue to engage with you to see this through.
Thank you very much, Councillor Swords, and thank you, Mr. Thorpe, for your question.